Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Vegan, of course. Brandon Wenzel, come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks. I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I am excited for this. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, jazz hands, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. I have done probably about 3,000 thereabout of these episodes, these sampler platter episodes. That's the first time I've fucked that up. We're gonna roll with it though, folks, because that's you roll with it here on the sampler platter. We're easy going. But anyway, yeah, that's definitely the case today. Wow, that was a whiff. I went over there, got off of work a little while ago, hit up a gas station, go over there and get a few little things. And it occurred to me, I better go over there and actually hit up a supermarket because, I needed some proper supplies. So, went over there, went to a supermarket, and whenever I hit up, gas stations or supermarkets or whatever, I always try to keep my eyes open for new items that I can review. That's where this comes into play. But why am I excited for it, folks? That's because it happens to be, boom, it's new Sun Chips. These are Sun Chips Southwestern Queso flavor, made with black beans. Are these new? Maybe they're not new. Maybe I just think they're new. I don't know. But I actually really like Sun Chips. I love the garden salsa ones. Those are fucking super good. I did have to be a little bit weary, because I think it was 2024. They had a little bit of a salmonella outbreak or some shit. And I was not going to eat them for a while. Hopefully these are okay. Real black beans meet whole grain goodness. Oh, yeah. The yum taste when black beans... Yeah, okay. So let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like this. And we'll go... Ha, 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 ha. Let's give it a go. Heart healthy, whole grain, all that good stuff. I don't know how healthy they actually are, but, fuck it, they taste good. So, they don't look that sexy. It's a square. Let's give it a go. Smells good. Smells grainy. Kind of like them. I'll say this, you do get every part of what they were talking about. It has a very green taste to it. Almost tastes like I'm, eating some rye bread or some shit like that. It has a very sort of earthy vibe to it. And then sort of embedded within that, there is definitely kind of a sort of beanie flavor. Not real strong, but it's there. Once the graininess kind of fades out a little bit, you get a little bit more. And then, yeah, there's kind of a little bit of a tangy queso kind of vibe, a little bit of a cheesiness. Here's the problem I'm having with these. I don't dislike them, but I think the spicy queso part needed to be a bigger part of the equation. Because I'm getting a lot of grain, a little bit of the black beans, and spicy queso is kind of it's there, but it's not going to stick around for the whole party, okay? It's like me at family gatherings where it's I'll pop in and say hello, but it's I have a weird work schedule, so it's sometimes I got to be there and be hey, I'm still part of the family, love ya, and then I got to fuck off. That's kind of what this is with the queso flavor. It's it's there, but it's not sticking around the whole time. But let's try a couple of them. I mean, I like the idea of the queso with, like, the bean. Because, like, you know, queso and bean, that works really nice. Yeah. Oh, Southwestern queso. I was going to go over there and give it shit for not being spicy, but, like, fair enough, Southwestern. Yeah, they're not bad. But I have to say, I think for me personally, this is like the first time where I've had a flavor of, what the fuck are you called again? Sun chips, there we go. I think this is the first time I've had a flavor of Sun chips where I felt like the healthy aspect of it was playing maybe too big a role. Because I don't know, like, I really like Sun chips, but these, I don't know, the graininess with the bean in it, like, it's all very earthy, which is fine, and I think the Southwestern queso could have really been good to help lighten that up, and again, especially working with that sort of black bean flavor, I think that would have been really cool if the queso flavor was stronger. As it is, it feels too much like some shit that, you know, my doctor would tell me to go over there and eat, you know, to go over there and, you know, be good to yourself and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, so don't eat a million cheeseburgers? And be like, no, eat this instead. Mind you, that's not any type of health endorsement for these. It's probably better for you than a million cheeseburgers, but I've never had a million cheeseburgers. So if you have, let me know. That'd be a hell of a thing. I wonder how long it would take to eat a million cheeseburgers. You'd have to be dead. You'd have to be. But anyway, all right, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get these again? Would I recommend them? Kinda and kinda. I'm not going to give them, like, an overwhelming recommendation because, quite frankly, I just don't like them that much, but I don't dislike them, and I do at least appreciate that they're offering something unique. I've always said when it comes to the sampler platter, I'd rather go over there and review something that maybe I don't like as much, but at least is interesting, versus something maybe I'd like a little bit more, but it's just bland. You know, it's just, there's nothing to say about it. With this, I have thoughts and opinions about it, you know? And it's not a bad product. It's just, it's not quite as good as I was hoping. And I do feel like the flavor balance is a little bit off. I think a little bit stronger the queso would have made these really good. As is, they're not bad. Maybe, but I think I'd just get the garden salsa because those are the ones I really like. If I'm recommending them, though, if you're like me where you like some Sun chips, and I think a lot of people like Sun chips, they're good chips. You just got to go into these realizing these aren't your normal Sun chips. These are a little bit wacky. They're doing a little bit something with them, and that's fine. But they're not a bad product. And I'll say this, if you see them and they sound interesting, give them a shot. Maybe go over there, you know, it's a pretty good sized bag. Maybe go over there. Oh, by the way, I always do this when I review chips. Here's the bag. It's bigger than my head. I got a big head. Here's how many chips you actually get. A lot less than the size of my big ass head. But I will give Sun Chips credit. They do seem to go over there and fill theirs up more than like Lay's or, you know, some of the other standard chips. So a little bit of credit to them. But, you know, it's a good sized bag. Maybe share them, you know. Especially if, like, you know, maybe you're trying to go over there and have like a little bit of a... Don't do it if you want like a party where you have like friends that you like. But like maybe if, you know, like you're going to have guests over or something and maybe you're like okay with them. These might work for that. But yeah, they're not bad. And, you know, worst case scenario, I don't think you'll dislike them. But they're a little underwhelming. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest of your week. Monumental rest of your month. Stupendous rest of your year. Folks, show themselves a truly Southwestern-tastic rest of your life. I don't know. I've fucking never been that way, but lots of things are named after it, so woo woo woo. Final 2 things. Should be Midwestern queso. Then you get the fucking tasty goddamn queso. We don't fuck around. Just saying. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, do you like sun chips? Yeah, like I said, like, they're pretty popular. I don't think they quite stack up with, again, like your Lay's and what have you, but, like, they're a thing. They've been around a long time now. By the way, Berries and Cream RC, I reviewed this last year in 2024. I am still fucking drinking the shit out of these things. I love them. Go watch my review if you want my full take. Gotta drink them cold, though. They do not do well warm. But yeah, like I said, I enjoy sun chips, and let me know what you think. Anyway.